The horn blares again, and Lady Sorina springs into action. In a blur of motion, she moves faster than the eye can follow. Her plasma glaive whirls overhead, leaving a streak of light in its wake. Commander Hale braces behind his shield. He watches the blades arc, ready for the strike. Sorina's glaive slams into the shield with a blast of energy. Sand flies up around Hale's feet. The shield trembles violently, but Hale holds it steady. He leans back to absorb the force, his boots digging into the ground. Tiny cracks spider out from the shield's edge, but it does not break. Sorina expected the human to fall or cry out, but he stands firm. The impact sends a shockwave through the arena. Stones rattle on the metal barriers, and some tourists grip their seats. Sorina glances at the crowd and smirks. She believed this blow would end the fight. Instead, Hale steps forward through the dust, his stance steady. He raises an eyebrow at her surprise. The alien's confident gaze falters for the first time. Without a word, Sorina attacks again. She lunges low, sweeping the glaive in a wide arc toward Hale's side. The blade hums like a living thing. Hale bends at the waist and rolls forward, keeping his shield high. He kicks up a spray of sand as he lands behind Sorina. He glances back at her, breathing evenly, unshaken by the powerful swing. Sorina's lips part in a quiet snarl. She swings her glaive in a quick backhand, aiming for Hale's shoulder. Hale jumps, twisting in the air to avoid the blow. His feet touch the ground lightly. He grips his smaller blade, an energy dagger, tight in his right hand. He moves in closer, matching her tempo. Each second stretches as both fighters circle each other. The arena grows tense. Sorina's pale skin seems to glow under the sun as she charges her next strike. Hale watches her muscles tense before she moves. He sizes up her pattern. A thrust, a sweep, then a wide slash. When she feints left, Hale steps right and slashes at her ankle. His blade sparks against her armor, leaving a shallow scratch. She stumbles forward. Surprise flashes in Sorina's eyes. She did not expect a human to strike back so quickly. Dust drifts in the air as she regains her balance. Hale holds his shield before him, ready for the next wave of attacks. Sorina tightens her grip on the glaive. Pride and shock war in her gaze. She thought the clash would prove her unmatched power. Instead, she finds the human stronger and faster than she guessed. Their first clash ends as the horn sounds again. Both fighters pause, chests heaving. The green light blinks off, leaving the arena quiet for a heartbeat. Sorina lowers her glaive, and Hale relaxes his shield. Each studies the other, knowing that the true test has only just begun. Sorina's eyes burn with determination as she steadies her grip on the plasma glaive. Hale watches her closely. He notices how her muscles tighten under the silver armor. The green light still burns above them, but neither fighter moves yet. Both breathe in deeply, readying for the next exchange. In that silent moment, the crowd leans forward in their seats, sensing the storm to come. Without warning, Sorina dashes forward. She spins her glaive in a wide, flashing arc that lights up the air. The blade hums with raw energy as she unleashes a quick series of thrusts and sweeps. Each strike is faster than the one before. Hale braces behind his shield, blocking the first blow. The second blow cracks against the metal with a blast of light. The third swing he dodges by twisting at the waist, sand kicking up beneath his boots. Sorina grows bolder. She calls on strength from deep within her. Waves of energy pulse through her body. She lunges again, swinging the glaive in a deadly spiral. Hale moves back, then forward, then aside. He weaves through her attack pattern like a dancer. Each time the glaive comes close, he ducks or sidesteps. His shield takes some hits, small sparks fly. Yet he stands solid, never retreating more than a breath's length. Then Hale sees a chance. He pulls a small device from his belt, a stun module. It crackles softly in his hand. As Sorina's glaive crashes down in a powerful slash, Hale rolls under the blade. He springs up behind her, planting the module against her armor. A pulse of light bursts, and Sorina staggers forward. The stun flare hits her side, sending a jolt through her body. She spins around, eyes wide in shock. For a heartbeat, the arena falls silent. Then the crowd erupts in cheers. Aliens shout in surprise and respect. They did not expect a human to turn the tide so swiftly. Sorina's proud face flushes with anger and awe. She shakes the stun effect from her mind. She raises her glaive once more, but now she studies Hale as an equal. Hale holds his shield firm and breathes in deeply. He feels the heat of battle, but also a surge of hope. He did more than block energy strikes. He fought back with speed, skill, and clever tools. He did not rely on brute force alone. He matched raw power with quick thinking. Sorina narrows her eyes and taps at the scratch in her armor. Tiny sparks flicker where the module struck. She realizes that the human is not just tough. He is adaptable. She circles Hale, testing his reaction time with small feints. Hale mirrors her moves, shield and dagger at the ready. Neither gains ground, yet both learn more in that moment than in any lesson from a textbook. A horn blares, and the green light fades. The fighters pause, chests heaving and shields lowered. The first half of the contest is over. Sorina stands face to face with the human, no longer seeing an easy victory. Hale stands firm, knowing the real challenge has only just begun. Commander Hale stands in the dust, breathing steadily. He glances at his energy shield's control panel. A small dial on the back can shift the shield's energy dispersion pattern. He twists it one notch clockwise. A faint hum rises as the shield realigns its energy matrix. Hale tests the new setting with a quick shield strike against the packed dirt. The ground trembles and the dust swirls, but the shield holds firm. Lady Sorina watches him with narrowed eyes. She expected the human to grow tired or panic. Instead, he adjusts his shield like a seasoned warrior. She grips her plasma glaive and circles him slowly, searching for weakness. Her boots scrape the red soil. Tiny sparks crackle along the glaive's blade as she raises it. Hale lifts his shield defensively, waiting. Without warning, Sorina rushes forward again. She thrusts her glaive at his side, aiming for his lower ribs. Hale blocks with the shield's edge, angling it just right. The plasma strike slams into the shield, but the redirected energy flows around him. A bright spark bursts from the impact point and arcs back toward Sorina. She leaps back as the stray energy crackles near her boots. For a moment, she is off balance. Hale presses the advantage. He steps forward, slamming his shield into Sorina's midsection. The force sends her stumbling 2 steps back. Her glaive skids against the sand, leaving glowing grooves. Sorina's hand tightens on the weapon's haft. She looks at Hale in genuine surprise. No human has ever used his shield like a counter, only as a defense. Regaining her stance, Sorina spins the glaive in a wide sweep. She switches strategy, dropping from a standing position into a low crouch. From there, she feints left, then feints right. Hale mirrors her moves, his shield moving like an extension of his arm. He studies her footwork carefully. He sees the pattern. Low feint, high feint, then a thrust to the chest. When Sorina launches the high feint, Hale ducks under the blade. He steps inside her guard, close to her armor. He swings his energy dagger in a swift arc across her thigh plate. The dagger sparks against her silver armor, leaving a shallow burn mark. Sorina gasps and steps back, shocked by how quickly the human shifted from defense to offense. A hush falls over the crowd as both fighters pause. Sorina's pale skin glows under the suns, her chest rising and falling. Hale's breathing is calm. His shield glitters with dust and sparks. They hold their weapons ready, neither willing to make the next move without caution. Each knows the other has adapted in ways they did not expect. The tornado of dust swirls more fiercely as a sudden gust of wind sweeps across the arena. The twin suns shine directly overhead, casting sharp shadows behind each warrior. In that charged moment, Both fighters lock eyes. Each senses the challenge will only grow tougher. And then the horn blares once more, the green light flickers, and the next phase of the duel begins. Lady Sorina's breath hisses through her mask as she steadies her stance. Dust swirls around her boots. She flexes her fingers on the plasma glaive's haft, calling on the deep well of energy inside her veins. A soft glow spreads beneath her silver armor, and her pale skin seems to pulse with power. Commander Hale watches her quietly. He notices the change in her posture, how her shoulders rise, how her eyes narrow. He grips his shield tighter and shifts his feet into a ready stance. His breath is calm, but his mind races, calculating timing and distance. He knows this next moment will decide the fight. Sorina raises her glaive over her head. The blade hums louder, and a low hum fills the arena. Heat ripples on the air as her energy buildup sends waves outward. The twin suns catch the blade's edge, reflecting bright lines across the red dust. The crowd leans forward, sensing the coming blast. Hale braces behind his shield. He watches the tiniest flicker in Sorina's eyes, a flash of strain. He counts 1, 2, 3 in his mind. On 3, he plans to move. Sorina lowers her head, focusing all her strength into the next strike. Her muscles ripple under the armor plate. At the count of 3, Sorina surges forward. She swings the glaive in a devastating arc aimed at Hale's chest. The blade glows white-hot along its length. Dust bursts into the air as energy leaps from the weapon. Hale stands firm and waits. As the glaive nears, Hale steps forward with surprising speed. He pivots on his heel and slams the edge of his shield directly into Sorina's midsection. The impact sends a thunderous crack through the arena. Energy from the glaive leaks into the shield, then rebounds in a bright shockwave. Sorina gasps as the force drives her backward. Her knees buckle for a moment before she catches herself. The wind whooshes from her lungs. Tiny sparks flicker on her armor where blade energy met shield surface. For the first time, she kneels in the red dust. She looks up at Hale with shock in her eyes. Hale holds his ground, shield raised but steady. He sees the surprise on the alien warrior's face. He did not break her armor. He did not shatter her weapon. He simply turned her power back on her. The crowd erupts in cheers. Aliens and humans alike shout in awe. Sorina lifts herself to one knee, the glow fading from her armor. She touches the ground, then reaches toward Hale. His shield lowers, and he steps forward. He offers his hand in respect. She grasps it firmly, her strength returning. They stand face to face, warrior to warrior. In that moment, both know the battle has changed. Hale proved that timing and wits can match raw strength. Sorina learns that humans can adapt with honor and courage. The arena cheers for their shared spirit. A new respect bridges the gap between species. The horn blares once more, and the green light fades. The turning point is past, but the contest is far from over. Each fighter stands ready for what comes next, united by a moment of true understanding. Lady Sorina staggers back, her silver armor scarred from the shield strike. Dust clings to her skin, and her breath comes in quick bursts. Pride and pain flash in her pale blue eyes. She glances at Commander Hale, who stands ready with shield and dagger. In that moment, something shifts inside her, a cold, fierce resolve. Hale watches warily as Sorina steps away, raising one hand. He tightens his grip on the dagger, expecting another frontal attack. Instead, she reaches to her belt and pulls out a small canister. Its surface is smooth and dark, with tiny vents at the top. Hale's heart pounds. He has heard rumors of alien toxin weapons, quick, deadly, and invisible. Sorina holds the canister before her face. Her mask slides open as she breathes in deeply. A cold hiss escapes the device. A pale green mist drifts toward Hale. The toxin glows faintly in the harsh sunlight. Hale raises his shield, but the mist curls around him, slipping through the edges. He staggers, coughing as the gas floods his mask. His vision blurs, and his knees threaten to give out. He fights the burning in his lungs, forcing himself to stay upright. The crowd gasps and shouts in alarm. Many spectators back away from the rising cloud. Hale's footsteps falter, but he refuses to fall. He plants his boots firmly and forces a steady breath through his mask filters. Sorina watches him with narrowed eyes. She expected him to collapse, but he stands firm. Gasping, Hale spins away and plants his shield in the dirt. He twists a dial on its side. A sharp hiss answers as a new filter activates, sealing out the toxin. He breathes more easily. His hands stop shaking. He turns back to the alien warrior, determination in his stance. Sorina's lips part in surprise. Her secret weapon has failed. She hides the canister behind her back and grips her glaive anew. Dust swirls around her feet as she steps forward. She feints a high swing, forcing Hale to raise his shield. Then, in one swift motion, she spins low and thrusts the glaive at his thigh. Hale ducks and catches the glaive's haft with his gloved hand. Sparks fly as metal scrapes metal. He twists the weapon from her grip and tosses it aside. The glaive skitters across the sand, its plasma blade sputtering out. Sorina's eyes widen in shock. She has fought with honor until now. She did not expect her own trick to fail and to lose her weapon. Hale stands over the discarded glaive, shield raised. His chest heaves, but his eyes shine with respect. Sorina kneels on one knee, her final tool gone. She looks up at Hale, a mix of anger and admiration in her gaze. Both warriors know this fight has grown beyond strength alone. It is now a test of spirit and honor. The horn blares, and the green light blinks off. The crowd erupts in stunned silence. No one predicted the toxin's defeat or the loss of Sorina's glaive. Both fighters pause, breathing hard, each ready for the next move. The hidden resolve within the alien warrior and the human's unyielding will have changed the duel forever. Commander Hale stands in the arena, his shield at his side. Sweat rolls down his brow. His lungs burn from the fight. He glances at the crowd above the walls. Attention grows in the stands. From the stands, dozens of tall figures rise. They wear armor like Sorina's, gleaming silver plates over pale blue skin. Her kin draw energy lances and prepare to join the duel. They shout challenge words to the judges. Outside help is forbidden, but they do not care. Hale frowns but does not blink. He knows the rules better than they do. He must win now or the duel will be lost. He cannot let her kin join. He looks up at the sky and grips a flare pistol at his belt. He lifts the flare pistol to his shoulder and aims at the wide blue sky above the arena. His hand is steady, a single twist of his wrist, and the flare snaps into the launcher. A bright orange rocket bursts into the sky. The flare soars high above the arena. Its light cuts through the dust. Moments later, across the horizon, human ships shift into view. At first a tiny dot. Then a line of glinting hulls moves in tight formation, engines blazing. Their searchlights sweep across the arena's walls. The ships hover silently in low orbit. In that moment, the high arena walls hum as energy fields stabilize. A gentle wind stirs the banners above the stands. Judges wear plated helmets and hold ancient gavels. They shift uneasily, torn between law and respect for warrior spirit. Silence spreads like a wave across the crowd. Sorina's kin freeze. Their weapons hover at their sides. They lower their energy lances and step back. They stare at the sky in fear and awe. The rules say that summoning help is forbidden for both sides. And now the humans have responded. The crowd gasps and cheers. Some aliens cover their mouths. Some humans raise victory signs. The tension on the dust-choked ground eases. Hale holds his shield high and watches the ships settle into orbit. He knows he broke the rules, but this show of unity is the last chance for peace. Sorina stands erect, her eyes wide. She did not expect human soldiers to arrive. She did not expect humans to watch over her fight so closely. She sees the ships and feels her heart thunder. Her kin lower their weapons and step back. Hale nods towards Sorina. He does not laugh. He does not taunt. He only stands firm. He knows she deserves respect. The crowd cheers at this silent moment. Two warriors, side by side, but still apart. The judges call for order. The green light blinks back on. The battle must continue under new rules. Hale and Sorina exchange a nod. Both know this duel has changed. The reinforcements have come, but only one fighter still stands between destiny and defeat. Lady Sorina stands tall in the center of the arena. Her silver armor shines under the twin suns. The energy field around her kin flickers and fades, forced to remain behind the barrier. She grips the haft of a fresh short spear, her last weapon. Dust swirls around her boots as she breathes in deeply. Sorina knows she must end this fight now, or risk losing everything. Commander Hale watches her carefully. He adjusts his shield strap and tightens his free hand around his dagger. His energy shield bears cracks and scorch marks, but it still holds. He reminds himself that honor guides this duel. He nods once, showing respect to the alien warrior. Then he waits, ready for whatever comes next. Sorina lunges with surprising speed. She charges from her stance like a spring released. The short spear glows dimly at the tip. She aims a quick jab at Hale's shoulder. Hale sidesteps, letting the spear swish past his arm. He strikes the haft with his shield's edge, sending a clatter across the red sand. Sorina spins, bringing the spear around for a wide slash. Hale ducks low and slides under the arc. He rises behind her and thrusts his dagger at her thigh plate. The blade sparks, but Sorina shifts her weight and twists away, keeping her balance. She spins back to face him, spear leveled. Neither flinches. The crowd holds its breath, sensing the moment will decide victory. Sorina feints high, then drops to one knee, swinging the spear in a low sweep. Hale steps back, narrowly avoiding the blade. He sees a gap between her armor plates. He moves in fast, aiming his dagger at that opening. Sorina hears the shift and stiffens. She collapses the spear haft and throws it like a javelin. The spear flies past Hale's head and skitters along the barrier. With her spear gone, Sorina is unarmed. She rises, eyes blazing. Hale pauses only briefly. He raises a hand in peace and steps closer. At that moment, Sorina makes her final gambit. She channels her inner energy, calling on reserves she kept hidden. A soft light flows beneath her armor. Her muscles tense as she prepares one last, all-out strike. Hale senses the change in her aura. He lifts his shield and holds his ground. When Sorina surges forward, he braces and slams his shield into her chest. The energy built in her body explodes outward in a shockwave. Hale's shield bends, but does not break. The blast knocks him back a step, but he stands firm. Sorina's power crashes against human determination, and human resolve wins the day. Sorina collapses to one knee, gasping for breath. The soft glow in her armor fades. Hale lowers his shield and kneels beside her. He offers a hand, his eyes full of respect. Sorina takes it, rising slowly. They stand side by side, symbols of two worlds. The final gambit has passed. The duel moves toward its close, but both fighters know their bond will shape the future. Lady Sorina crouches in the red dust, her breathing slow and heavy. The heat of battle drips from her silver armor. She looks up at Commander Hale, who still stands firm, shield lowered. For a long moment, neither moves. The arena is silent except for distant wind in the stands. Then Hale kneels on one knee before her. He raises his right hand in a clear gesture of honor. The crowd watches in awe. Sorina's eyes widen. She did not expect the human to show respect so freely. The gap between them feels smaller now. Sorina lifts her head and meets Hale's gaze. She sees no malice there, only respect and courtesy. Slowly, she reaches forward and takes his hand. Her grip is firm but gentle. Hale pulls her to her feet with ease. They stand side by side, two warriors bound by mutual honor. A judge steps onto the arena floor and raises a silver flag. The other judges follow, lifting their gavels to salute. The barrier between combatants retracts. Sorina and Hale walk to the center circle together. Each step echoes on the hard soil. The twin suns flash off their armor and shield. The crowd erupts into cheers that shake the arena walls. Aliens clap their gauntleted hands. Humans stand on hover platforms, waving banners and flags. A roar rises that drowns out the wind. Sorina and Hale bow together, heads low, arms linked for a moment. They rise and part, facing the crowd with pride. Sorina steps forward and speaks her first words into a scoped mic. Her voice rings clear across the field. "I misjudged you, human," she says in halting common. "I thought this fight would be short. I did not see your courage or your skill. Today, I see them both." The crowd cheers again, louder than before. Hale nods respectfully. He raises his own hand toward Sorina. "And I misjudged you, Lady Sorina," he replies. "I thought your power too great. I thought a human could never stand with you. Today, I stand with you as an equal." He offers his shield to her as a sign of friendship. She taps its edge in acceptance. In that moment, the arena feels smaller. Two warriors, one human, one alien, stand united. The cheers settle into warm applause. A new chapter begins, from foes to allies, from challenge to respect. And high above, human ships and alien cruisers drift side by side, ready to carry this hard-earned peace back to distant worlds. The arena is quiet now. Only whispers move through the dust. Commander Hale and Lady Sorina stand in the center circle, the sun setting behind them. The red sky deepens to purple, and long shadows stretch across the cracked ground. The crowd has departed, leaving only the two warriors and the judge's platform. Sorina lifts her broken glaive and places it on an altar of stone. The weapon's blade is cool and still, its energy spent. Hale steps forward and stands beside her. He sets his shield on the altar as well. The two weapons rest side by side under the fading light. A judge speaks from the platform. "By the laws of Viridian IV, this duel ends in mutual victory. Both fighters honor our ancient code." The judge's voice echoes across the arena. Sorina and Hale bow together, heads lowered. Then they rise and face each other once more. Sorina speaks first. "Human Commander, will you join me in forming a new council, one that brings our peoples together?" Her words are clear and strong. Hale nods. He looks into her pale blue eyes and answers, "I will, Lady Sorina. Together, we can build peace across the stars." She smiles for the first time in the duel. The corners of her mouth turn up in warmth. Hale returns the smile. Neither needs words to know this moment changes history. The judge raises a banner above the arena, a white flag with two symbols, a human star and an alien spiral. It flutters in the evening breeze. Sorina and Hale clasp forearms, sealing their pact. The judge steps down and brings forward a hollow crystal. He holds it aloft, and light streams from its tip. A hologram unfolds above the arena. The galaxy map, with 2 points glowing brightly, Earth and Viridian IV. Lines spread from those points, reaching toward distant stars. Hale reaches out and touches the hologram. His fingers trace a path from Earth to Viridian IV, then onward. Sorina places her hand over his, and they guide the lines together. The map pulses with light. Judges watch in wonder as new routes appear, routes of trade, of culture, and of defense. When the hologram fades, Sorina turns to Hale. "Tomorrow, our first council meeting begins," she says softly. "Leaders from both worlds will gather." Hale nods again. "We will show them the way," he replies. Their voices carry hope on the warm evening air. As they walk from the arena, the twin suns dip below the horizon. The sky darkens, and the first stars appear. On the far walls, human ships and alien cruisers stand ready. Crews prepare to fly home, carrying stories of the duel and the new alliance. Hale glances at Sorina. "Thank you for believing in us," he says quietly. She smiles and tilts her head. "Thank you for standing by honor," she replies. Their words are simple, but their meaning is vast. Under the rising moon of Viridian IV, a human and an alien walk side by side. Their footsteps leave 2 lines in the red dust. Tomorrow, those lines will guide fleets across the galaxy. Tonight, they guide 2 souls toward a shared future, one where humanity and alien life stand together, stronger than ever before.